With a collagen defective gene, it affects my skin, it affects my eyes, it affects my internal organs, and it means that I bruise and cut very easily. And so I always have to be aware of the fact that I could have a problem at any moment during the day, and I'm always very cautious about how I handle things and do things. I definitely enrolled in the Genome Project because I think it's such a positive benefit to the whole of humanity. The fact is that I married somebody out of my culture, and I never expected them to actually be carrying the same genes that I had that caused my defect, because the problem that I have with my syndrome is that it requires both partners to be carriers. And unfortunately, my husband was also a carrier, and now I have a daughter that has the same syndrome as myself. And that's going to have an effect on for generations to come. The project, hopefully, will be so beneficial that maybe she might not have children with the genetic defect that we have, or maybe there'll be other routes available to her, hopefully to be able to turn off the gene. It's very possible that you could have a parent that is carrying this gene, but it's only when two parents get together and have a child that the gene is active. So it could be so beneficial for people in the future when they're having a child, if they knew in advance that they were going to have these issues, that they had some pre-warning to it. Rather like at the moment, when you have a child with Down syndrome, you can have tests and things in advance. And it can give value to that child in advance of their arrival, rather than be such a shock, rather than having a child who has this disability and not really knowing very much about it until the child has arrived.